On garde et pray, bienvenue au notre podcast. Bonjour et bienvenue à Gaze Planet, the podcast where two ingenues discuss the Mnet K-pop boy band survival show Boys Planet, and none of your faves are safe.
But they are, because no one's getting eliminated.
They currently are.
Yeah, they currently are safe.
Safe, yeah.
But none of your faves are styled sensically.
No, we're going to get into it. So this is episode 9. We hear the first two of the artist battle original songs.
I think this is what the show builds up to and is about. Because you're not able to compare it to anything else. Mm-hmm. And if you don't survive this round, it doesn't matter because you'll live forever on YouTube. So let's dive into the songs.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we kind of get to hear all of them. We watch those, little dance practices of each song. I mean, we don't get to hear the fully, produced. But then we also watch the teaser.
You get to watch a video of the song being played in a practice room, which I think is always funny. Because I'm like, oh, is this being played off the iPad, which is, their lifeline in the show? Which I love that also in the show, I noticed multiple times that they were charging the iPad, which I thought was just funny. It's just a funny detail to see that they had to charge it.
They're like, I'm leader, I'm iPad charger. The songs. So Supercharger is a dark hip hop song.
I think you get to show off the least in Supercharger because you're doing lots of structured dance moves. I feel like in Girls Planet, everyone wanted to do dark moody songs. And in this, people are trying to kind of avoid, in this round, the dark, moody song.
Yeah, Say My Name. It's the cute mugging one.
It doesn't look challenging. I feel like you and I could do it. It's just kind of okay, guys, we're getting into a cute formation, and now we're making hearts, and, okay, we're jumping. We're making hearts.
We're blowing up a heart balloon.
And now we're gonna walk over here and make hearts, and that's it. And then Supercharger is hi, learn this dance that has 65 moves in 4 seconds.
I feel like Supercharger is okay, we're going to fly you to Atlanta. You're going to learn, it's are you an American hip-hop artist?
Say My Name just seems, easy.
But it's funny that, Supercharger is maybe the hardest, but also looking at On Guard and Switch, those also seem extremely hard. To me, Switch
looks very
is Say My
hard.
Name plus Supercharger. It kind of had both in it, plus its own Oriental pop. Switch is my favorite right now.
Oh, yeah,
Switch is my favorite right now. Just seeing that dance practice, and I love everybody in that group. I debut them now.
Schweibo.
Oh, sorry. Well, Schweibo does kind of fit for me, even though he's not as good of a dancer as the others, because it's then you have the pretty long-haired goddess one that's just it's still adding flavor, it's just not dancing well. So I don't hate that Schweibo's in that, I guess. Yeah, we're very excited for Switch. And then On Guard,
which I was singing all day yesterday.
On Guard is VIX. It's the boy band VIX, one of my favorites. It's just a VIX concept. There's 6 of them. The whole thing is just look up Fantasy by VIX, and it's the same kind of deal. But On Guard probably has the coolest choreography. I think.
And it's a mixture of mugging and acting out little vignettes.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. And then Over Me
is not a song for us, but
the choreo, they're doing stuff with a
necktie.
Silk necktie. Takuto wasn't allowed in that group because it was a choking hazard for people of his age. It's not safe for him.
The way that they're styled, Kwanji is wearing the same thing that he wore in Butterfly.
Yeah, but in drag this time.
Oh, yeah. He is transforming into a woman before our eyes.
Those are the songs. The show kind of starts us off with groups. Obviously, they did the elimination, so groups now have weird, wonky numbers of members, and they have to push people out.
Yeah, which this format makes absolutely no sense, but it does make for great television.
I would have really liked if Camden, Haruto, and Schweibo had gotten to pluck people from, the joke that they were saying, is more interesting if Camden was I want you and you have to come with me.
Yeah, I wish they had done that. And then we watched some filler games where a producer with an amazing voice, kind of the star of the show for me.
The nameless female producer that, led these, game sequences.
Yeah, I loved her. Something I noticed on this episode was this was the episode for global trainees.
Yeah.
So many global trainees.
Even Woomuti. He was featured in almost every segment. They thought they found his baby photo in the baby photo game. Then he's in the parents' performance. And then he's in the crowd watching the performances.
Yeah, Miles and I just have this theory that he is still living in the dorms, but just on a different floor as them. Because what other explanation is there? The producers are well, we're legally your guardian right now.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He looked great though when he's not stressed.
Yeah, the game segment is basically where Ricky throws candy into Jay's mouth so that they can win ginseng for their parents.
I don't know. It sounded like a really long day.
Yeah, I think
because they did that at like 6 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
They say something about it being like extremely early.
Yeah.
And then they go to hair and makeup, and then they perform for their parents, and then they do something else that night.
A notable part about the parents' room to me was that not only did Camden have a twin, but Tay-Ray had a twin. His mom, who has the same mouth as him. Tay-Ray's mom from the nose down is Tay-Ray.
No, that was just Tay-Ray running over there, putting on a wig, just so he could get like a storyline. It was like, ugh, so cheap.
No, I was truly shocked because when they were going around the room, I was like, does somebody really look like Camden that's with the families? And then I was like, oh, here's Cade, Camden's twin. I'm also a twin. So, I don't know. I was just kind of like, it was just something I did not expect, but how would we know that, of course, somebody has a twin?
He was just like, this is cringe.
I'm sure he's like, I'm an American. Well, I would probably be that too. If I were there and my twin brother, Zachary, was like, I'm a rap on this stage, I'd be like, please, I don't, why did we fly from America? Okay, so we're going to talk about the 2 performances. We wish that there were 5 performances, but sure, there were 2. So we're going to take what we can get. Supercharger is Ungi Haruto, who's the leader and the killing part, and gets the most votes. Takuto, who gets the least. Sawon, and Wang Zihao.
And Ali.
At one point during practice, Woongi said, I wonder if I don't deserve to be loved.
He wasn't saying my name, right?
Yeah. You guys, they pushed Woongi out. This does actually make me kind of mad that people got pushed out of groups and, like, Say My Name would push out Woongi, who's, like, perfect.
Well, I'm assuming that they were like, he will upstage us.
I know.
They were like, Takuto, we don't want to have to
Deal with.
In over his head, and he knows it.
He could have done Say My Name, though.
Yeah.
Like, Matthew should have gone to Supercharger or Switch, and Woongi should have stayed in Say My Name. Truly.
Was Matthew evil edited?
Well, I don't think it was an evil ed. I think it's just what happened. Did not make him look good. I mean, Matthew was changing his story. We watched so much Drag Race. I'm like, why are you changing your story? Because at first he was like, I want to be this vocal part that we're trying to give to Sungun because if I switch parts, I'll have to do all these ad-libs and I'm not good at those ad-libs, so I won't be able to shine. Then 5 seconds later, it's like, oh, actually, I want to do this part because it has all this English in it and I want this English to be a message to my mom. I'm just like, this is a little suspicious for me. Like, the whole time I was like, Matthew, just tell your group why you want this.
Also, like, use your ears because you're straining to hit these notes.
Yeah.
And Sungun is struggling to do these lower parts, so, like, it just makes sense for you to switch.
Well, okay, in the theme of people not really hitting low notes, and I'm putting low in quotes, like, Supercharger, they have to sing, it's not even low, it's just, like, singing, like, na 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 ba da 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 bass like it's not like they're being like na 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 bass like they're not going down there.
So there is the backing vocal doing the low parts too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just nobody was like hitting these like baritone notes how they needed to be hit, and I was like, if it's not, I was like, you need to double these up. In the live performance, I was like, 2 people should just be singing in unison to these baritone notes because they feel really quiet. But that's where it kind of fell. That's where Supercharger for me fell apart vocally.
I think they were too concerned about doing the hard choreo.
Like, the rapping's okay.
Woongi looks like he's just trying not to smile. Takuto literally is looking at other people's feet to see where they're going, which to me it means you don't know what you're doing.
Takuto's in over his head, especially in Supercharger. I felt bad, even when Ali's like, I want to go home, or Ali was like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, yeah, I bet they're just thinking about like how many more hours of practice they have to do to even get this to be just okay, and he's probably like, I'm good.
Yeah. Zihao looked great. Did the concept, knew the song.
Zihao was the star of the performance to me. I know Haruto's also great, but Zihao, I just think I hate all their outfits, but at least he was wearing like something white so we could see him. But Zihao, like, to me, like, owned the stage. I felt like as a viewer I could like trust him. He's commanding the stage. His height helped, I think.
Haruto wearing one of the worst outfits we've seen on the show to date.
Lip ring, red streaks in the hair, chaps that are only on the front of the jeans, not on the back. I can't even tell you what was on top. I don't remember. Some black jacket from the mall.
And he had like the butt cut out, so it was just like his raw butt on his backside. It was crazy, but
they didn't even put makeup on it.
They put a little blush.
It kept like reflecting light in people's eyes and blinding the audience.
And then Sewon, stable king as always, total professional.
Yeah. Someone was great. Even he let me down a little bit. I think all the vocals. I just think this Supercharger is a song that's meant to be pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Like, the studio version is going to sound so much better because they're going to be, like, doing, like, doubling of the vocals, and they're going to probably put some, like, cool little, like, auto-tune on stuff, and this is just, like, not vocally, not really meant to be live. It's, like, it's a dance song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Supercharger, I liked it the first time I watched it, and the more I watch it, the worse it gets. It just looks like they needed another week.
Okay, here's how I'm going to fix it. Take everything off the stage. No, take everything off the stage. Give them the outfits from Switch. That's what makes sense to me. It's called Supercharger. It should be like, that's what I was expecting. I'm like, oh, it's going to be like hip-hop clothes, but like in electric colors, because it's a song about electricity. What would Missy Elliott have put people in for her music video? You know what I mean? Like, if they're just in a giant pink hoodie, like, that just makes more sense to me.
Oh, they look good.
Yeah.
Simplified.
That would have made it so much better. And then you just do cool, like, lightning effects on the stage floor or something. Or they don't have an LED floor on this, but they should. Yeah. It was nice to see people rise to the occasion, but it was not their occasion. En Garde
Was great.
En Garde was fantastic. It was
just like so clean, professional, looked like a real group.
Mm-hmm. This was Hui, Hiroto, Ganuk, Seunghwan, Gyuven, and Janhyun. I want to talk about On Butter for a second, because I hate it. Their group name is On Butter, which I know, they're doing the K-pop thing where they're trying to make too many weird language puns that don't make sense, because they're turning en in French into what Koreans would pronounce it, which is ang. But ang is also like a cute, like ang, like it's like a cute biting sound effect, I think, in Korean. So they're all making, like, when they're doing their introductions, they're all being like, ang, I'm 5 years old. And I'm like, so it's French, but it's butter, but it's babies, but it's like too many things. And also the word butter in French is beurre. So you should be en beurre, but you're mixing French, Korean, and English. Like,
Poorly mixing.
I'm just like, no. Like, you should have just been like Fencers.
Also, I don't like that it's like a cool, sleek, hard song, and then they're being like silly and
like
cutesy.
silly baby.
It's so weird to me when they do that.
Yeah, this, like I said before, this is just a VIX concept and song. There's 6 of them.
There were only 5, because they have edited Hiroto out of this episode.
Oh, no. Yeah, Hiroto was good in this, too. Like, I thought
so cute.
He's so cute, but then his rapping actually was good, and he had a good rapping voice. It wasn't like a cutesy.
Yeah.
He sounded great. I was impressed by him. And then I loved the 1, 2, 3 punch of, like, Janhyun into Seunghwan into Hui. Especially Seunghwan into Hui sounded fantastic. Mm-hmm. This is my favorite I've seen of Hui.
Yeah, Hui just felt comfortable. They all just felt like they were prepared and comfortable doing it.
And it wasn't Hui showboating. It was just Hui being like...
Yeah, I think he's realized that it doesn't work for him.
I'm making the song amazing. It's not about making me amazing. And that worked so much better. And Seunghwan finally got to sing.
Mm-hmm. Which God. I thought was the strangest part, when he just breaks away and does a random high note and then comes back.
Oh yeah, they're all circled around Hui. Hui sings...
The choreography is upset. They're circling around each other like 100 times in the choreography. It's weird.
The choreography is so good. They do so much stuff on the floor. Oh, I wrote down that I wish that the bridge of the song was in French. I was like, how much of a serve would it be to do the fucking bridge in French? Like, K-pop uses Korean and English, and sometimes now they're using more Spanish. Like, they'll say, like, en fuego and stuff. But I'm like, I would just really love for this to be truly global. And they're like, yeah, French bridge and what? Et quoi? I'm not sure if French people say that. Okay, last thing I want to say about En Garde is that Gyuven was voted number 1, but has also fallen in the mid-rankings to number 16, so I'm, like, very confused, because when we watched the performance, I was like, everybody popped except Gyuven faded to the background for me.
Well, when they're standing on stage getting ready to perform, people are, like, screaming his name.
Yeah, maybe he just has, like, the huge... I don't know, I was going to say maybe he has a huge fan base, but then he's falling in the rankings, so I'm like...
Maybe he has a huge penis, and the girls know that. I don't know, let's look up, make sure he's over 17, just so we can put that in.
Yeah, I was just very confused.
We were just confused by him and his popularity.
But I kind of believe it, because I'm like, okay, so... Because we get to watch this super choppy edited performance, and then we get to watch the, like, locked camera, but I still think being in the audience is a completely different experience, so he must have popped live in a way that we can't see on TV. Also, he and Ganuk wrote the raps, so... Props to your mama. We didn't get to see any of that at all. I want to see... Neezy Project Part 1 gave us a moment where they told Rima to write a rap in that final Tokyo showcase, and they showed her crying in a sad, dark room while writing raps because she only was given an hour to write it. And I want these moments in Boys Planet. Like, I want Woongi with, like, a dictionary next to him, like, crying and writing something. But no, we get Matthew crying about getting pushed out of Say My Name part that he wanted.
I'm over Matthew. I don't think I ever was on the Matthew train.
I was, because I love his fan cam for Kill This Love.
I don't like his audition. I hate the way he's styled in his audition.
I love his audition's great. He's just styled bad, but his audition was great. Yeah, I'm kind of getting over Matthew too, but he'll be in the group. He will be in the group. So, didn't you say something about like his attitude was very? Weren't we talking about his attitude was very Western?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he was approaching it to me that we were seeing like culture clash. Because the rest of the team was like, we need to do what's best for the team. But Matthew was like, I am on this show to showcase me.
Yeah.
And I want to be showcasing me the best I can. And then his teammates were like, I mean, he wasn't saying exactly that, but I think that was his motivation.
Yeah.
And that just like doesn't always work out on these shows for you, because then you get like punished by the fans.
I know. I think the real macro view for Matthew is like, I'm in the top 9. I have the votes to spare. Like, I have such a big fan base. I'm not going to fall out. Let's have Sungwon do it, who's needs to rise. Like, this will be really good for him, so let me help him, and I'm gonna be fine. That to me is they're always so scared of like falling or not being able to show everything, but Matthew like has shown everything every time. Like, now people know what he can do. Sungwon has, but he's not in the top 9, so let him have it.
And it seems like the line distribution is much more fair on this show than it was on Girls Planet. Because remember on Girls Planet, Mashiro gets 1 line in Shine.
Okay, yes, but I think in the original song round, the line distribution was fair.
Oh.
In the finale, no. They're just like, shake it, but... Yeah, so I'm excited for Switch. That's the one I'm like, I can't wait for.
I'm not excited for Say My Name. It just looks boring to me.
I mean, I'm probably, like, I'm really excited for them all to drop on Spotify, because I think I will listen to Say My Name, because it sounds very cute and fun.
Are you excited for Over Me?
I'm not.
I liked the clip of Over Me in the episode teaser where Jay is ad-libbing for almost the entire 30 seconds. And Jay looks very cute. He's such a hunk to me.
We don't think he's cringe.
Yeah, we don't think he's cringe.
No, I think I'm excited. I'm excited for different vocal combinations in the show. So we haven't seen the Jung Hao Jay show yet. Jai Ho. Pussycat Dolls fans, rise up.
I'm looking forward to seeing Ricky do Soft, because his face is just so, like, hard.
Yeah. Old and poor, short and ugly. Ricky in the intermediate ranking is number 7 now, which is crazy, but I'm not mad at it. If Ricky gets in the group, I'm not mad at that. We've never voted for him, because I was Team Christian, and I kind of paired them. I was like, there's Ricky and there's Christian. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking it's because he reminds people of Felix from Stray Kids. I think that's what's happening, and he's also tall and like...
And in Rush Hour, he was like holding the group together.
Yeah. We were very happy. We were like, Ricky in the top 9, Gyuvin at 16. Gyuvin 2 places away from Woongi in this intermediate.
Oh yeah, we can't be a Gyuvin hating podcast.
I know.
We just don't understand.
We don't understand, guys. It's more that we're confused.
Because he's not hot to us. He looks like a child. Like a really tall 12-year-old boy.
Yeah. It's not my type, but...
To the girls of Mexico City. To the teens.
All right, well, that was episode 9. This was Gaze Planet. I'm Miles. I made the music. I'm the producer.
I'm Andy.
My coworker Ann made our logo. That was just a ripoff of the actual logo. You can find us on social if you want to. I'm at UGFine, which is UGHHHHHH Fine on Instagram.
I'm at Andrew with 3 E's, 108. We love getting your hate mail.
We love it. Yeah, say anything you want. I don't care. Yeah. Somebody on Spotify came for us, and I'm like, I fucking love it. And that's it. So until next time, fighting.